What's going on, all you samurais out there? That Samurai, back again with another video, and today we're going to be counting down the top 5 JRPGs you should be playing in 2020. Before we get into it, since it's already 2020 by the time you guys are seeing this, I'd like to say Happy New Year. 2020 is going to be a big year for the channel, and I'm super excited to start pumping out videos for you guys this year consistently every week. With that being said, if you're new here, please subscribe if you like anything like JRPGs, anime, or just a nerd for the topic. This is the channel for you. I'm going to be playing a bunch of these JRPGs that I'm going to be listing here in this list, so stay tuned. With that being said, let's get into it. So at number 1 on my list here, this comes at no surprise, we got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now this is the game I'm most excited for on this list, and that's basically because Dragon Ball Z is my favorite franchise of all time. I previously made a video about why I'm so excited about playing this game. You can click the card up there to check it out. I had a lot of fun making that one. But Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is looking to be something that needs to be on everybody's radar. Here, let me tell you a little bit about it. In Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, we're going to be going through the linear story of Dragon Ball Z, basically. Playing as Goku, Piccolo, Vegeta, and different main characters in the Dragon Ball series. What people tend to get wrong with this game is they compare it to Xenoverse or Fighters, but this isn't a fighting game. This isn't a fighter. This is an RPG. And we haven't had this on consoles, at least since Sagas, which is... let's just say Sagas wasn't that good. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, however, looks to be very polished, very big, as it has semi-open worlds with multiple side quests to take part in. This game is looking to be easily around the 40-hour to 60-hour mark in terms of gameplay time, so I'm expecting us to get a lot out of this game. Plus, there is going to be a season pass, so there's going to be a lot of DLC to come out after we complete the main story of the game. But yeah, I'm super excited about this one. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is set to release on January 17th, 2020 on PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
Number 2 on the list, we have Final Fantasy VII Remake. 23 years after the original game came out on the PS1, we're getting Final Fantasy VII Remake on March 3rd this year. And when I say it's a remake, it's a complete remake of the game. We're looking at graphics from like Final Fantasy 15. This game looks amazing. Look at this. Alright, I'm about to say something really controversial, and I really just don't want to lie to you guys on this list, but in all honesty, I didn't complete Final Fantasy VII. I know. Shame on me, right? I love JRPGs. How could I not finish the most iconic Final Fantasy game in the whole series of Final Fantasy? But look, when I heard they're making a Final Fantasy VII Remake, I was like, hold up. Let me see what this is. Now, I am a fan of turn-based battle systems, but I love live-action battle systems more. They're taking the stuff that they did in Final Fantasy 15 and putting it in this remake where it's not turn-based anymore. You're actually running around the arena and you're freely fighting enemies as you come across them, being able to dodge, block, and maneuver your way around bosses. So with the Final Fantasy VII Remake, we know that it's going to be an episodic series. So they're going to be coming out with Final Fantasy Remake, I guess, 1, and then Part 2 and Part 3. I can't wait to get my hands on this one. I'm going to be streaming Final Fantasy VII Remake on the Facebook page, and I might be streaming it on YouTube. I don't know. Look out for it, guys. You'll see it. Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out on March 3rd, 2020, and is exclusively for PS4. So March is going to be a big month for JRPGs, or just games in general. Number 3 on the list, we have Persona 5 Royal. Okay, again, I must confess with you guys, I didn't play Persona 5. I know. Look, I can explain. Persona 5 came out during a time where I was financially struggling and I just didn't have the funds to grab a new $60 game. And I know it's been out for a couple years, but at the same time, there's been other games that have come out and that have been on my radar. But then I heard Persona 5 Royal was coming out, so I just kind of wanted to save my money for this one. If you don't know what Persona is, let me tell you a little bit about it. Persona 5 Royal is an extension to the first version of the game. Basically, it has all the content of the first game plus more characters and more story. Think of it as the Catherine full body version of Persona. In Persona 5, we're introduced to new characters like Kasumi Yoshizawa, who is a new addition to the cast and looks to shake up things for the original story. The Royal version of the game will include new anime cutscenes, new characters, new story interactions between characters, and looks to extend playtime maybe another 40 hours. If I remember correctly, most of my friends who were playing this lost like a whole week of their lives. But anyways, I'm looking forward to this one and I'm ready to see what all the hype was. I will be streaming this one as well when it comes out, so look forward to news on that when the time gets closer. Persona 5 Royal is set to release March 31st, 2020. Next at number 4, we got Nioh 2. Now, I recently started playing Nioh, around the time it was free on the PlayStation Store. Nioh 1 basically is a game that takes place in Edo, Japan, sometime before World War II takes place. Nioh 2, however, is a prequel to the first game, so this game takes place around the 1500s. Nioh is like a Dark Souls-esque game, basically where you have really hard levels with really difficult bosses. Everything can one-shot kill you, basically. The cool thing about Nioh 2 is you get to create your own character, which you couldn't do in the first game, so that's automatically really great. There's more weapons in this new one, as well as more yokai enemies, and you can transform into a yokai yourself. So like the rest of the games on this list, Nioh 2 is coming out March 13th, 2020. Coming in at number 5 on the list, we got Tales of Arise. This is a new game in the Tales of series, but with this game, we don't know too much about it. But here's what we do know. Basically, with all the Tales games, none of them are really connected, but they all play on the same themes. In Tales of Arise, the story revolves around these two main characters, Alphen, who is a slave from the planet Dana, and Shione from the planet Rena. The thing that makes me excited about Tales of Arise is it's different than the previous Tales of games. First off, it's done in the Unreal 4 engine, so it looks great. But I think they've changed the battle system a little bit. Here you can see some gameplay, and it looks like it might be a little bit more of a free roam type battle system. Now, according to different articles, they say it's still a linear motion battle system, but this one seems to look a little bit more like a free roam type battle system. I don't know, we haven't had too much information about this game, but it does look good. Hopefully it's better than the previous Tales of games that we've had so far in the last few years. This game doesn't have an exact release date yet, but we do know that it will come out this year in 2020, so it's on the list. And that's it. Those are my top 5 JRPGs coming up in 2020. I know that there are many other JRPGs coming out this year. This is just my personal list of the most popular ones that I'm looking forward to playing. Let me know in the comments, what other JRPGs are you guys looking forward to this year? Remember to like the video and subscribe for more content like this. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.